Today's forecast, terrible jokes.
Wait.
Welcome back, Adamant Ditto fans. Because as we discussed already...
ready?
Yeah, that's great. As we discussed previously, you guys love Pokemon videos and you especially love to argue with us, so who are we to take away your favorite activity? Here's more Pokemon lists. We're talking about the worst 5 Pokemon from 3rd Gen, and oh boy, are the pickings ripe here.
Because 3rd Gen is the
It's
worst
just
gen, and I don't
ever.
think any of you will argue with that, because it's pretty much a consensus all around. So,
Yeah.
But I guess let's just dive right into it
yeah,
and
let's not
start
waste any time.
with number 5. Number 5! Which is...
5.
Kyle.
Number 5.
Kyle is covering number 5.
Very well then. Number 5 belongs to Shelgon. The thing about Shelgon is that he's possibly the most unusual transition evolution ever. See, you have Bagon, who's adorable, and as Rick will love to point out, but I will instead because it's about it, he has a mullet.
He does!
And then you have
And they make
Salamence, who is amazingly awesome in every way. But then you have Shelgon, who is apparently a, larval form of a dragon type. And if you can't explain how that's supposed to work, I will, gladly, rescind everything I say. But until you do that, I'm going to be like, Shelgon is the terrible design.
Well, Larvitar exists, and he's like the larval form of a big thing.
But it's not a dragon.
Well, okay.
I know.
You got me there. I'm not saying Shelgon's good, but since when did anything in Pokemon make sense?
I don't know. I've never really had a problem with Pupitar. Shelgon makes 0 sense. I mean, you can completely tell he's a dragon, just completely encased in a shell, which neither of those other forms allude to in any fashion.
I can't tell that he's a dragon. I just see eyeballs with legs.
I think Shelgon looks kind of like a soccer ball.
He's an Ottoman.
Yeah, he's an Ottoman.
Oh.
Just put your feet up on him and doze off.
Read some
Soccer
Archie
ball.
comics by the fire because the Ottoman is in town.
That was stupid.
Yeah, no kidding. Just like Shelgon.
Good save.
Now, I'm the only one that thinks this about its cry. You guys already know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead.
But to me it always sounded like you're gay.
This has been Josh, ladies and gentlemen.
Josh's words of wisdom.
Give it up for Josh.
Okay.
Woo!
Alright.
Anything else about Shelgon?
No, let's move on.
Let's hope that this shell does get gone.
Oh,
It does.
We're getting low punny again.
Alright, let's go to number 4. Take it away, Rick.
Number 4! Alright, number 4. Our pick for number 4 is we're kind of cheating because they're basically the same thing. It's Volbeat and Illumise, or Illumise if you're so inclined. You gotta say it with your pinky held out in the air if you're that inclined. But anyway, they're just really uninspired bugs. 3rd Gen had a lot of these partner Pokemon that they tried to convince you to play double battles, specifically with these pairs, Lunatone and Solrock and +1 Minun. But of all of these, I think probably the most offensive are Volbeat and Illumise because they're just really boring ladybug-looking things, and they're like the same thing. I mean, they just... one of them's red and one of them's blue. Yeah, I mean, I know +1 Minun are even more egregious in that respect,
cute.
and they're Pikachu ripoffs. But Volbeat and Illumise are just so forgettable. They're so uninspired. They're so not good at anything. It's like, why would you want 2 bug Pokemon in double battles? Wouldn't you want to pick 2 Pokemon that cover each other's weaknesses a little better? Maybe one of them who uses Earthquake and one of them who's a flying type or whatever, but you wouldn't want two of the same goddamn thing on your team out there.
You know, at least Plusle and Minun had abilities that boosted each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus or minus.
I mean, you still would never use either of them, but
Yeah. But there's just nothing redeeming about Volbeat and Illuminus at all.
I
One
actually
of my biggest. Go ahead, Matt.
I actually hate, like, in Ruby and Sapphire, I remember hating fighting Illumise and Volbeat, like, right away, because, like, they always heal. They have that, like, Moonlight mood. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. Where they,
yeah,
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
it's called Moonlight. Well, they can heal. And, like, they would just do that constantly in wild battles. And, like, you know, when you first get to them, you're not very high level or anything. So, like, the battle would drag on forever. And it's like, come on, I just want to kill you because you're awful. Get out of here.
Well, like
For
I
a
was
while,
saying,
Volbeat actually had an exclusive move, Tail Glow, which was completely wasted on it.
Then they gave it to Manaphy, right?
or
Yes.
something.
And then Josh had something to say.
Yeah, Josh, what's up,
And
bud?
then Josh, what was I gonna say?
Well, my biggest gripe with them, aside from their designs, is that they're fireflies, and yet they're not fire bug.
Or even Electric Bug.
Yeah, because that wouldn't make sense.
Galvantula.
Electric electric bug. But that they could have been like this unique typing, like one of I don't know their names.
Well, they could have. I get what you're.
Volbeat could have been fire, and Illumise could have been electric.
Yeah.
I guess
could've-
it goes back to what Rick was saying about how they're uninspired.
Yeah, they could have. That's a very good point, Josh. They could have broken new ground, and instead we just got have some more bug flying types because
No, they're just bug.
have some.
Oh.
That's even better. Have some bugs because we're lazy.
Because everybody likes bugs. Yay,
Yeah.
bugs. Alright.
Snore.
Lags.
Bugs.
Alright.
Terrible.
Let's move on to number 3. Take it away, Don.
Number 3.
Alright, third on our list is another set of bugs, Cascoon and Silcoon. They're also uninspired in designs. They're just like a circle with spikes coming out of it and like a little hole so you can see their little eye. Apparently they have 2 holes, so you can see both eyes. I didn't know.
Yeah.
The sprites made it seem like they only had 1 eye. Yeah. Still, doesn't redeem it. Terrible. Well, like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
The real big problem is the fact that even if you were like trying to complete the Pokedex, getting either one of them was entirely luck dependent.
Yeah, literally, based on chance. Because they had to be. I don't even know how you would get them.
Yeah, I thought there was a way. I thought it had to do with. Like,
There is a way. It's like if I look online, I think it says personality value, which tells you absolutely nothing.
Yeah, because I know what that is off the top of my head.
I know. There's so many other mechanics that I've had to go and bother learning that I'm like, oh yes, what I've converted to my memory is, the personality value of Wurmple.
Guys, we're all missing the biggest problem here. They're the same fucking Pokemon.
Yeah.
One of them is purple.
And the
Well,
other
like-
is white.
Going back to if you look at Metapod and Kakuna, they're different. They're not just green and yellow. Their designs are different, and they're both cocoons. So it's not like there's a whole lot exciting there going on. But at least they're not the same goddamn thing with a different color.
They're
Well, these guys got sticks shooting out of their heads,
oh boy.
and that's it.
Exciting.
Adventure. Oh. Thanks. Rick.
Hey,
I love you. All right, Don. Do you have anything else to say about them? Maybe involving their
I shouldn't-
final form.
Yeah, I should also mention that Cascoon evolves into Dustox, and that looks like a purple turd. And as Josh says,
We're
bloody
getting ahead of
purple turd.
ourselves here.
Because it has red legs, I think.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, or feet.
basically,
Whatever.
It can't even be redeemed by having an awesome final form because it's crappy all around. So, Silcoon and Cascoon, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on.
Horrendous.
Moving
you
on.
suck, Big Brain.
Moving on.
Shall we move on then?
Yeah.
Yes, number 2.
Take it away, Joshua.
Number 2.
Oh boy, have I got a treat for you. This guy is Exploud. He is based on a pipe organ, and that's pretty much all I can say about him.
Wait, is that what he is?
I guess.
Oh yeah, dude. He's got
I
like
would
pipes
assume.
coming out of him.
Yeah, out of
Well,
his
that's
ass.
just stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, I personally hate this design a lot because, I don't know, it looks like that guy from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
It looks nothing like Davy Jones.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I mean, like the holes on his face that are like octopus thing. Anyway,
Maybe if his head was upside down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just that awful that I don't have anything to say about it. I just have such an apathy for its design that I'm literally going on a rant of how little I can say about this thing.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
just
seriously, it's
bad.
terrible. Look at it, please, and then vomit into your trash cans or whatever. It's horrible.
vomit into your
Into your
pile of
car
car
voters.
voters. Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Beat it.
Matt,
Winning.
are you cheating on my brain couch?
What? No, I only have eyes for your brain couch, baby.
You only have buns for his.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing. I see what they were going for because like Loudred is like a pair of speakers, and then Exploud is like a pipe organ,
Then what's Whismer?
a bunny.
The least offensive.
of the three.
But anyway, like even if I see what they're going for, that doesn't make it good. That doesn't make me hate it less. It's just terrible.
It's awful.
But I've never played it. Anyway, I think that pretty much sums up Exploud, because what really can you say about this guy?
Exactly.
So, shall we move on to number
Nothing
1?
at all. Woo-hoo. Okay, yeah.
May as well. We're on a rock and roller.
And you got so pissed off at me. Get out of here, Kyle. Where do
right.
you get off?
All right, enough with the low pennies.
Where do you get off?
Coughing.
Hey,
Number
man,
one.
he's marching to the full beat of his own drum.
That wasn't even good.
I gotta laugh out of Josh. That's all that matters, man. Josh is my... If I get a laugh out of him, I know I made it in the world.
Oh my God! Can we talk about number 1 already?
Well, let's.
I don't know why you wanna.
I am leaving.
Oh my god!
I am leaving. Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh my god.
Regigigas. Moving on.
I'll write you a eulogy.
Okay. Who
This
has
is
number
getting cough egregious, you guys. Alright, okay, that was the last one.
one? That was okay.
Fuck off, man! I'm so sick of it. Oh God. I swear to God. Swear to this.
Okay.
We're running this into the crowd on...
Matt, would you just go?
Yeah, okay.
Number 1!
Okay. Number 1 is a penis. Okay. It's full of dicks. Our number 1 is Lily and Cradle. Or Cradle. Okay. Cradle. Yeah, Cradle. Anyway, okay. First, I want to go on a little tangent here by the fact that, okay, in first gen they introduced the idea of having fossil Pokemon, and they were awesome. You know, Kabutops, Kabuto, Almanite, and Almastar. They were awesome. You know, they were based on actual things, and Aerodactyl, whom is probably the coolest. But And then, they didn't have fossils in the second gen, and then they brought them back in the third gen, and what did they decide to do? They were all like, well, first gen they were awesome, so naturally we should probably go with dinosaurs, but nah, let's go with a bug and a fucking flower. Yeah, that's what I want out of my fossil Pokemon, a fucking flower with dicks around its head. Yeah, go look at Lileep. It's got dicks around its head.
It's not a flower, it's a dick pod.
It's just a bunch of dicks. It's supposed to be an anemone or something, but it's just
Anemone.
anemone.
All right, don't hurt yourself, kid.
It's supposed to be an it's one of those things.
It's a flower.
And it's so ugly and so unappealing, and like I hate it. And it doesn't help that it evolves into something equally terrible. But Cradle, I don't hate it as much as I hate Lileep. They both are on the number one on this list because they're both awful. But Lileep just offends me more. I don't know why. I hate both these Pokemon. I was so adamant that they would be on this list, and we actually got them to get to number one, so I am proud of that fact. What do you guys have to say about them? Because, boy.
You know, yeah. Dicks.
Pain
Like,
is pain.
It wouldn't be so blatant if of all the colors they could have picked, they went with pink. Like, you have these unbelievably phallic shapes hanging off every corner of your Pokemon design, and you're going to color them pink?
And the tip part is a darker pink.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's just no. Yeah.
Somebody at the office was just like, "Hey, Johnson, look at this. Look at this."
Yeah.
Look at all these Johnsons on it.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, it's you.
Anyway, terrible stuff.
Yeah, they're the least. They're the worst Pokemon from this gen, bar none, and probably two of my least favorite Pokemon ever. But yeah, let's move on to honorable mentions. Come on, guys. What do we got? Kyle, what you got?
Everyone is allotted one rant.
Yeah, there's so much to hate in this gen that we have to cut it down. Everybody's gonna rant about one specific Pokemon.
Okay. For me, it's Spinda, because Spinda is, clearly in it for no other reason than the gimmick of, oh, look, we can make them all look different.
Oh boy.
It's like, other than that, it's got no value in-game, and, there's nothing else I can say. It has no value.
It's got swirls for eyes.
It's a bear.
He's a bear.
Bears.
I like Spinda, but clearly I'm alone.
I like Spinda.
All right, then what's yours?
Well, Kyle, I'm glad you asked. My least favorite Pokemon of all time happens to come from this gen. Well, actually, that's not true, because fucking Garbodor and Gothitelle. Anyway, all right.
To the basement, folks. We need to go to go to a danger room for this one.
Yeah. I'll tell you my least favorite Pokemon from 3rd gen. And this is a consensus list, so I wasn't allowed to put this on here because I'm alone, and nobody else hates this guy as much as I do. But if I was making this list by myself, he would be number one with a bullet. And I'm going to get a lot of vitriol and hate for this and flames and stuff, but I don't give a shit because Deoxys is an ugly piece of shit, and I can't stand to look at his fugly ass. And I wish that he was never in a Pokemon game ever. I can't stand this guy. He is a hideous mass of protoplasmic tentacle monstrosity, and I fucking hate him. Also, he's completely overpowered.
In all four of his forms.
In all of his forms. So that's fun.
So not only did they make the most unbelievably unfairly strong Pokemon, they made him in 4 different flavors.
Yeah.
4 different flavors of fail!
Yeah, how would you like your broken today?
So that's me. I know nobody else on the planet probably shares my hatred of Deoxys, but I absolutely hate this guy.
I share your opinion about Deoxys. I hate him.
Well,
Thanks, Don.
Yeah.
Air hug, man.
And hug.
Who's
Blend
your
it together, man.
who's your honorable mention, Don?
Oh, my honorable mention is Luvdisc. More like Love Dick, because of how much Laleep it sucks. Somebody at Nintendo seriously thought, since it's heart-shaped and flat like a disc, they should call it Luvdisc. Like, what if Game Freak made a Pokemon out of the peace symbol and called it Freeze-Bee? It would be stupid.
Love and peace,
Yes,
man.
it would.
That's gonna be in Gen 6. You know, Luvdisc is actually going to evolve into Freeze-Bee.
Bullshit. They didn't make it evolve into Amidala.
Alamamola.
Don't hurt yourself.
Anemone.
Hello, Hamora.
Exactly.
I just unlocked a door in Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's another thing, by the way. Luvdisc doesn't evolve into anything, doesn't evolve from anything. It's just all
There.
by itself. It's lonesome generation.
There to be farmed for heart skills.
Yeah, you know what else is particularly dickish about Luvdisc? Its only good stat is speed, so naturally they give it an ability that doubles its speed. Any of its other stats could have used doubling, but
Nope.
nope.
Let's pick the one that's already good. All right. What about you, Josh? Because we know you're gonna get some hate mail as well. So
Well, my least favorite Pokemon from Generation 3, and yes, that supersedes this list, is Blaziken. Now, I get it. He's based off a cockfighting chicken. There's so much dick in this generation. But Combuskin actually pulled it off a lot better, and Ricky actually got me to appreciate Combuskin, and I actually like Combuskin now.
Combustion's
Anyway.
so cool.
Basically, here's what they did. Basically, when Combuskin evolved, his legs somehow magically went up and turned into arms, which I still think would have worked better as wings with claws like Combuskin had. I just really hate this thing. I'm seriously. This is my least favorite final fire starter, and that's kind of saying something because you have what the hell's its name, Ganon, to go up against.
I like
I don't
But
hate
Emboar is
Emboar.
cool.
I don't hate Emboar, but he would, if we're talking about fire starters, he's definitely my second least favorite. Plus, he's just the first guy that started, or the first final fire starter to start the whole firefighting thing, which isn't bad, but this guy, it's just awful. It sucks, but I never played it.
this fucking guy. All right. I guess that just leaves me. My honorable mention that I was trying so hard to get at least the number 5 spot on this list is Glalie, because Glalie is a piece of fucking shit and I hate him. I love Snorunt. He's one of my favorite ice types. He's so like cute in a weird way. He like shivers in like all the games that are 3D that he's in, all 3 of them. But he's really awesome. And then he evolves into this floating disembodied head that I don't understand. Like, I don't get where it comes from. I'm sure it comes from something, and Ricky probably knows it because he's so smart. But
What? I don't have any clue, dude.
I thought you did. I thought you said that he at least looked like something, whereas Shelgon did not.
Well, it's a head. Like I voted for Shelgon in favor of Glalie because Glalie it's terrible. It's a disembodied head, but it's that, Shelgon is nothing. It's an ottoman. It's a ball with feet. It's one of those back massagers you might see at Sharper Image. Like Glalie, at least I don't know what the hell it is, but at least it is something at all.
Okay, well, I apologize, Ricky. Sorry. Anyway, I hate Glalie. I don't understand it. It's ugly. It's stupid. It's uninspired. It's an ice type for some reason. And they at least rectified it by giving Snorunt an awesome evolved form in Frostlass in the 4th gen. One of my
Mhm.
probably my absolute favorite ice type, even more so than Snorunt. So yeah, Glalie, honorable mention.
See, I think Glalie wouldn't be so bad if it had a body. Like a skeleton body, that would be cool. Skeletons are cool. And with that head, it would be cooler. Like ice.
Cool as ice.
I'm cool as ice.
But yeah, those are our honorable mentions. We can honestly go on and on and on. There are so many Pokemon in this gen to hate. So
There really are.
many. Like
The Reggies.
Dusclops
Wallet.
I lobbied pretty hard for Lunatone and Solrock.
and Gorbis and Huntail.
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 I really hate Crawdont. Maybe that's just me.
That's just
Grumpig's
you.
not so good.
Grumpig, yeah.
Nobody likes Grumpig. Grumpig sucks.
Zigzagoon, Slackoth, Vigoroth, Slacking. I'm just going down my old list.
Male Meditite.
That's a subject for a different day.
Armaldo.
Gen 3 sucks.
Yeah. There's a lot of... Beldum and Metang are terrible. You know, for
Even
all
if
the...
they do evolve into the most awesome Pokemon in
it
the third.
sucks. Metagross is such a fucking boss. Like, for all the good ones in 3rd gen, there's just so many terrible ones.
It's the worst gen, bar none. There is no argument. You will not see me argue with you about what the worst gen is. Gen 3 sucks. I don't really like 5th gen that much, but even 5th gen is better than Gen 3. So yeah. That's this one was much longer than our last one.
Yeah. I
It'll
think
be
we
the
should
longest
probably,
one.
I think we should probably cut it short while we
Yeah.
can.
Ketcha and Gen 2, Adamant Ditto viewers.
Broskies.